tides are rising.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
That road is completely washing over.
Higher ocean temperatures and the loss of Arctic ice.
This is happening faster than our ability to respond.
Scientists suggest that seas could rise as much as 6 feet by the turn of the century, and the projections show no signs of slowing down as we speed towards our uncertain future. Some experts are sounding the alarm. On Earth Day this year, Molloy's Director of Earth and Environmental Studies, Dr. John Tenicretti, held a colloquium to raise awareness about our environmental crisis. It featured lawyers, scientists, and many other major forces in the fight to keep Long Island above water.
Real stuff's coming, and I know it's abstract, including to myself, but I can tell you from my vision over 4 years of paying attention to this stuff and the changes I've seen, it's about to get real in the next couple of decades. We'll all be dealing with it.
Kevin's most recent advocacy concerns coastal erosion. He's taken issue with the short-term solutions being implemented in towns like Montauk.
Work has begun to install thousands of sandbags along a half-mile stretch of beach in Montauk. When complete, a sand-covered wall will be in place to protect oceanfront businesses and the downtown area from future storms like Sandy.
The science is in. History's shown us that walls erode the beaches. Ultimately, this is being done to protect private properties, business interests, and a direct sacrifice of a public beach.
Kevin's predictions proved true, and Montauk's coast has suffered the consequences.
The demand on these companies is only going to increase, will never increase with the changes of the coast that we're seeing. For some areas, there is no turning back.
Coastal towns are not the only ones in trouble.
Now what we're seeing, study they flood, which are my comp from Miami.
In Miami, the bay has risen so high that it flows backwards through the city's drainage system and floods the streets.
So as much as we're talking about structures and fortification to hold back surge, what we cannot control is that subterranean layer.
Coastal erosion, inland flooding. The speakers shined a necessary light upon these looming issues, thus casting shadows of doubt over the future of Long Island. But beyond the obstacles remained a glow of optimism, a ray of hope on the horizon.
My inspiration and my hope is that this generation, as I've been indicating, gets it.
David Manning addressed an audience comprised largely of the generation he proclaimed his faith in, ranging from high school hopefuls to recent college grads. Like Melissa First, who reflected Manning's enthusiasm about our fellow millennials.
I absolutely think that we're going to be the generation to fix it.
Melissa is a senior environmental studies student who has gained hands-on experience in Dr. Tanicretti's Natural Research Lab, CERCOM. She says Molloy's program inspired her to take action.
I think Molloy's program helped me do what I can to help the pollution problems and help fix sea level rise and help fix the coastlines. You only have one Earth, so you gotta treat it with respect and do what you can while you're here and not push it on to the next generation.
An ideal that previous generations have been criticized for not living up to.
We haven't necessarily done the best job. Irving, I think you would agree that this generation is not leaving the Earth in its best form.
Although, it's thanks to the work of our predecessors that there are still green spaces to wander and oceans to swim. A dedicated minority, including those present at the colloquium, have labored for decades to preserve the natural world, and some of those endeavors are just beginning to pay off.
You're looking at the ocean off New York City, where some unusual visitors have been lurking for the past 2 weeks. But some fishermen finally captured one of them on video.
Whales are returning to our waters once again, breaking a hiatus that lasted more than half a century. According to Paul Siswerda, CEO of local advocacy group Gotham Whale, Sightings have increased exponentially and unexpectedly since his team first started tracking them in 2011.
We're limited now by just the number of times that we can get out there to see them. So we're kind of plateaued at hundreds of whales.
This dramatic revival of marine life is a result of laws that prevent pollution and regulations that check overfishing. But the fight for a cleaner island is far from over. There is still much to be done, and today, environmental cutbacks threaten to reverse all the progress made by previous generations. Regardless, if we take care of our home, the rewards can be magical. So why not try? We inherited this land from our elders, but we're borrowing it from our children. It's up to us to preserve the planet for future generations, so they too can discover its beauty for the first time. This means understanding the impact we have on the world around us, from our international neighbors to the wildlife that also call this island home. Saving the planet may seem like a massive mission, but the road to global change begins right in our own backyard.